What is hypnosis and does it really work? Hi, I'm Jason and I'm going to unpack that question for you today in this video. First of all, we have to bust some hypnosis myths. If you grew up in the last 20, 40 years like I have, then you will know that in a lot of our television, we have been inundated with messages about what hypnosis looks like and what it is. We've seen everything from swinging pocket watches to mystifying hand movements to cartoon characters trying to use hypnosis as mind control to manipulate others to do their bidding. But is that really what hypnosis is? No, but it's fun to imagine that such things could happen. We've seen through history that hypnosis has been a lot of different things, but today it is a refined scientific modality that is used by doctors, therapists, and other practitioners all across the globe. And hypnosis is conversation. It's a conversation between two people. You and I are having a conversation right now. You're on the listening end, I'm on the speaking end, but we are communicating. And as we enter into this psychodynamic loop with one another, we are going into a state of hypnosis. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You've experienced hypnosis before, whether you realize it or not. The last time you sat down to watch a television show, you probably remember everything that was going on in the show, but you don't remember what was going on around you because the locus of focus was the television set, and that is a major trance inducer. Guess what else? Your cell phone. As you spend time scrolling on social media, watching TikTok videos or YouTube, what you're finding is you're getting yourself into a trance, a hypnotic state where you are completely relaxed and immersed in the thing that you have put your focused attention on. If you've ever been driving a car and suddenly you arrive home but you don't remember how you got there, you've experienced highway hypnosis. If you've gotten lost in a good book or while listening to music, you just seem to zone out, you've been in a state of hypnosis. Hypnosis is a naturally occurring state. It happens naturally throughout the day. There's two primary times a day that it happens: when you first wake up in the morning and right before you go to bed at night. That's why it's so important to pay attention to what you're putting into your mind at those two critical times throughout the day. When you first wake up, if you're reaching for your phone and you're scrolling social media, checking email, checking the news, you're setting yourself up for a terrible day. Instead, transform what you reach for first thing in the morning and get into the Bible or scripture, or take some time and journal your own thoughts. Set your intention for what you want your day to be like and focus on the good things. Scripture tells us that we are to meditate on things that are lovely, pure, and of a good report. So take that to heart, and first thing in the morning, prime your system with good news. Right before bed, if you're studying for a big test or you have a major presentation that you are going to be giving at work, take time and think about what you want to happen. Set your intention. Think about the hard parts of your studies, of your presentation, and just meditate on those things as you go to bed. It will set your brain up with that suggestion to focus on those events, which will allow your brain to process it and work on it while you sleep. But if you watch horror movies before you go to bed, or again, scroll social media with the blue light disrupting your circadian rhythm with that blue light, then you're probably going to have uncomfortable sleep throughout the night. So think about how you want to operate your life and take the necessary steps to do so. So that's just a high-level overview of hypnosis, what it is, what it isn't. Let's bust a couple of myths, right? It's not mind control. I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. And it's not giving up control of yourself to some other person, which a lot of people think that's what it is going on with hypnosis. It's not. A hypnotist helps you access the unconscious mind, your unconscious mind, so that you can solve the problems that you need to solve. When your conscious mind gets in the way, Have you ever noticed how you seem to get into a block and you don't know what to do because you're thinking about it too hard? But when you allow yourself to relax completely, go inside, take a deep breath, notice how everything becomes clear. It's because hypnosis is a calm, focused, relaxed state. It has access to everything that you ever know and have known, and you are able to use that information for good. The second myth about hypnosis is that hypnosis can make you reveal your deepest, darkest secrets. No, you have what's called a critical faculty, and the critical faculty is like the bouncer in a bar, and that critical faculty will not let anything get in that's going to harm you. So you can rest assured that nobody's going to get your PIN number for your bank card or your checking account number through hypnosis. It just doesn't happen, and you're not going to reveal any dark secrets that could incriminate you either. The third myth about hypnosis can make you do weird things. Yeah, we've all seen stage hypnotists who make their subjects cluck like chickens, but you have to understand, hypnosis is all about context. If you're in an office setting with me and we are working through an issue that you need to deal with, you can be rest assured that I will not cause you to cluck like a chicken. Unless, of course, you need to cluck like a chicken in order to process the issue that you're dealing with. It doesn't happen. We're not going to make you do anything. As I already told you, it's not mind control. You, the subject, are fully in control of everything that happens during hypnosis. And finally, the very last myth about hypnosis is that you can get stuck in trance. Well, if you could get stuck in trance, I can't think of a better state to be in. But the truth is, you just can't. It's, like I said, a natural state of focused attention that we move into and out of all the time. And if you go into a deep trance, after a few minutes, 20 minutes to an hour, you will come out of it naturally once your mind has processed everything it needs to process to deal with whatever issue you're dealing with. So those are some of the myths that people believe about hypnosis. Oh, let's add in another one, okay? Because I'm a Christian hypnotist, I think that's very important for me to add this one in because I get this pushback a lot too from people in the faith community, that hypnosis can allow you to talk to demons. No, that doesn't happen. Now, can it happen? I'm not gonna say that it can't. But generally speaking, when you are working with a hypnotist, the only voice that you hear is the hypnotist's voice, because the hypnotist and you are in rapport. And when you're in rapport with one another, only those two voices can be heard. I want to add this caveat. If you think that demons are going to speak to you under hypnosis, then don't go under hypnosis. And here's why. Because you've already hypnotized yourself to believe that demons are going to speak to you through hypnosis. Therefore, going into hypnosis would not be advantageous to you because you've already convinced yourself of a negative experience. So I would not recommend it for anyone who believes that they will hear from demons through hypnosis. What questions do you have about hypnosis, and have you ever been hypnotized? Have you ever considered using hypnosis? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.